Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Green, and I'm making another of my recordings in AP Statistics. And hopefully, this will help you with 5.1, which is what I'm looking at right at the moment. Oops, and I'm going to stop. Okay, got it where I can see it now. Okay, where should you all be? Well, we should have just finished all of Unit 4, and we're moving, or 3.5, whichever you want to look at there. I will be doing the wrap up stuff in Class Connect on uh, Tuesday or Thursday of this week, so you should get to that. So we're going to move on to Unit 5, which is about probability. Now, these topics are the what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the law of large numbers, the addition, rule of multiplication, and so forth. But these come in some of the future sections that I'll be covering. We're looking at the rule of large numbers today. Probability. You've been doing this lots in previous grades, but you dealt with simple terms. Okay, for example, everything that you did always had an equal likelihood of occurrence. Things like cards and dice and coins and spinners. The concept is still the same when we get into things that are not at likelihood is not the same, but it's essentially you take the number of successes and divide it by the number possible. Now it works both ways. You can figure out the expected value by taking the probability and multiplying it times the total number of times you do it, and you'll get an expected value. So you can work with that and be able to figure out most of it. Now the law of large numbers, it's also called the gambler's fallacy. And if you look what it says down here, in the 17th century, mathematician Jacob Bernoulli created the law of large numbers and asserted that even the stupidest man understands that the larger the sample, the more likely it is to represent the true probability of the observed event. For betting, this is known as the gambler's fallacy, and it can be very costly misconception. Okay? What are we talking about there? Well, what we're talking about with the law of large numbers is this is what makes game theories work or causes Vegas to be successful. Sample sizes are small when you're looking at a game or at the things you're doing in Vegas, and so the probability of it occurring is not equal to, or the observed value will not be exactly equal to what you expect the value to be, and therefore it is a risk to do this to get this particular expected outcome. That's why people lose lots of money, is because it doesn't work out to be quite the same. So hopefully you can see that by looking at the lesson and working through the lessons, this law of large numbers can be, gambler's fallacy. It can actually cost you a lot of money if you go to Vegas and you're expecting it to work. So understanding probability and understanding Vegas, two different stories. Understanding probabilities and understanding how games work, two different stories. So one more thing. What I think when I see a selfie, according to the law of large numbers, you had to take a good one eventually. Okay? So you're getting the concept. I mean, just the law of large numbers says you're going to have to get a good one eventually here. So, just guys, I want to keep reiterating to you. Make certain you tell me that you're in statistics so that I can find your information quickly when I'm looking in the grade book. It really helps me, gets me the information quicker. That way I can answer your questions quicker. I'll talk to you later.